السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Inshallah, today we are looking at lesson number 66. Okay, 66, as you can see here. And the topic for today's lesson is Al-Hajjaju wal-Fitya. Al-Hajjaju wal-Fityatu. Hajjaj and then the young men. Al-Fitya, young men. So Al-Hajjaj himself, what do you mean by Hajjaj? Is a name of a person, and that is Hajjaj bin Yusuf. He was a ruler during the Umayyad governance, that period. He was not just a ruler, someone who was very strict. Actually, that is one thing everybody knows about him. He was a very strict ruler of that clan, and he had a lot of influence militarily during that particular period of governance. So we are going to look at a very beautiful story about him together with three young men of that clan. So he was the ruler, and then three young men, a story of him with three young men. So without wasting much time, let's just kickstart. So the author begins by saying that Amara al-Hajjaju sahiba harasihi an yatufa laylan. Al-Hajjaj, Amara Hajjaj, Al-Hajjaj commanded sahiba harasihi, the head of his guard, an yatufa laylan, to go round, to patrol at night. So one night he asked the head of his guards, one of the military guards, to go round and patrol at night. فَمَنْ رَآهُ بَعْدَ الْإِشَاءِ سَكْرَانًا ضَرَبَ أُنُقَهُ. فَمَنْ رَآهُ بَعْدَ الْإِشَاءِ, whoever they see, or whoever he see after Isha, sakrana, bimana intoxicated. Someone who, example, someone who has taken alcohol, is intoxicated. So such kind of person, daraba unuqahu, he should strike his neck. Bimana, he should cut off his neck. That's the command he gave them. As I told you, he was a very strict ruler. Fatofa laylatan. So he went around, he patrolled at that night. Min al-layali, he patrolled one night among the nights. فَوَجَدَ ثَلَاثَةَ فِتْيَانٍ يَتَمَايَلُونَ. He went around and then he saw three men, يَتَمَايَلُونَ, swaying. You know, when someone drink alcohol and the person is going, the person is moving, you see the kind of movement that he's doing, about as if he's about to fall. He's swaying left and right. That is what we term as yatamayalu. It means to sway. You are not standing still. You are not standing firm. You see, you are moving up right and left as if you are going to fall down. So that is what he's saying. They saw these three men, Salasata Fityanin, they saw these three men, Yatamayalun, swaying left, right and left. Wa alayhim amaratu sukr, and they were on them signs of intoxication. Alamatu sukr, signs of intoxication. فَأَحَاطَتْ بِهِمُ الْغِلْمَانِ, and they surrounded that men, these three young men. وَقَالَ لَهُمْ, and they said to him, and he said to him, that's the commander said to him, so قَالَ لَهُمْ صَاحِبُ الْحَرَسِ, the commander of the guards, he said to him, مَنْ أَنْتُمْ, whom are you? حَتَّى خَالَفْتُمْ أَمَرَ أَمِيرِ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ, such that you went against the command of the leader of the believers. وَخَرَجْتُمْ فِي مِثْلِ هَذَا الْوَقْتِ, and you went out at a time like this. فَقَالَ أَحَدُهُمْ, one of them said, let's see what is happening here. They are in this very serious danger. So one of them said, أَنَا إِبْنُ مَدَّانَةِ الرِّقَابُ لَهُ, I am the son of the one. So one of these three young men are saying, أَنَا إِبْنُ مَدَّانَةِ الرِّقَابُ لَهُ مِنْ بَيْنِ مَحْزُومِهَا وَحَاشِمِهَا تَأْتِيهِ بِالرَّغْمِ وَهِيَ صَغِيرَةٌ يَأْخُذُ مِنْ مَالِهَا وَمِنْ دَمِهَا. He said this. Let's see what it means. He said it in a form of a poem. That's why you see it like this. So he says that Ana ibn Mandanat al-Riqab lahu, I am the son of the one whom necks lower to. People lower their necks to him. I'm the son of someone like that. من بين محزومها وحاشمها. From among Mahzum and Hashims. These are prominent tribes in Saudi Arabia. So among these prominent tribes that everybody respects, even among them, there are people who lower their necks. There are people lower their necks to my father. تأتيه بالرغم. They come to him regardless. وهي صغيرة, while they are humble or while they are small, they humble themselves when they come to him. يأخذ من مالها ومن دمها. He can take or he takes from their money ومن دمها, and from their blood. This is my father. أنا ابن من دانت الرقاب له. I am the son of the one whom necks lower to. When we see necks in Arabic language, mainly it can be used to represent people. How that is clear. Even in the Quran, Allah says فَتَحْرِيرُ رَقَبَةٍ. So he should free. It doesn't mean you free a neck. It is representing a person. I hope that is clear. So a raqab doesn't literally just mean all the time. It doesn't all the time mean neck. I hope that is clear. Sometimes it is used literally to mean that. So Anna, he says, I'm the one whom next lower to من بين محزوم وحاشمها. محزومها وحاشمها, from even among the Mahzums and then the Hashims tribes, prominent tribes that we know. تأتيه بالرغم, they come to him regardless. وهي صغيرة, while they are humble. يأخذ من مالها ومن دمها. He takes from their money and from their blood. فأمسك عنه وقال, and then he released him and said. The verb here is أمسك. When you hear amsaka, it can come with either be or an, these two prepositions. So amsaka, be means to get hold of something, to hold something fast. That is amsaka, be. I hope that is clear. But when you see amsaka, an, with the an as a preposition, it will mean to leave or to let go of something, to release something. I hope that is clear. So for amsaka anhu, he released him, وقال, and said, لعله من أقارب أمير المؤمنين. Perhaps he is among the relatives of the Amir al-Mu'minin. He is among the relatives of the leader of the believers. ثم قال للآخر. So after he released him, he said to the second one, وأنت من تكون. And you, who will you be? Let's hear from you. Who will you be? What? فقال, he said, that second person they have asked, he said this. أنا ابن من لا تنزل الدهر قدره وإن نزلت يوما فسوف تعود ترى الناس أفواجا إلى ضوء ناره فمنهم قيام حوله وقعود. أنا ابن من لا تنزل الدهر قدره. I am the son of the one whose pot has not come down even for a moment of time. وَإِن نَزَلَتْ, and if it should come down, يَوْمًا, for a single day, فَسَوْفَ تَعُودْ, then it will surely go back. تَرَى النَّاسَ أَفْوَاجًا إِلَى دَوْءِ نَارِهِ. You see people in multitudes, أَفْوَاجًا, in multitudes, the plural of فَوْجٌ, إِلَى دَوْءِ نَارِهِ, to the light of his fire. فَمِنْهُمْ قِيَامٌ, from among them, they are those standing حَوْلَهَا, around him, or around it, around the fire. وَقُعُودٌ, and those who are sitting. So this is what the second person says. So when he look at it, this is a poem. So but the person has said this. So when he look at it, he gets afraid, as if he's a big person. تَرَى النَّاسَ أَفْوَاجًا إِلَى دَوْءِ نَارِهِ. You see people in multitudes. Mainly, whom do you think people go to his house in multitudes? Most of the time, the kings. Kings, you see kings. People go and then they are crowded at his house. Okay, people. Some are sitting, some are standing, waiting for justice to be done to their matters, their cases. They come with cases. So this is what the person sees. فَأَمْسَكَ عَنْهُ. So he released him. وَقَالَ, and then he said, لَعَلَّهُ ibn Ashraf al-Arab. Perhaps he is the son of the most honorable among the Arabs. So this is what the person, the Sahib al-Haras, the commander said. ثم قال للآخر, then he said to the last one, the other one, the last person, وأنت من تكون, and you, who will you be? أنت من تكون, you, who are you going to be? Let's hear from you. فأنشد قائلا, then he made a nasheed, أنشد to do a nasheed, I hope that is clear, قائلا, saying, أنا ابن من حاض الصفوف بأسمه, I am the son of the one who enters into rows بأزمه, with his determination. وكومها بالسيف, and then he straightened it with the sword حتى استقامت, until it straightens up. ركاباه لا تنفك رجلاه منهما, his recap is the stirrup. Oh, that is clear, the stirrup. When someone is riding a horse, you see that at the sizes of the horse, the sizes where the two sizes of the horse, there is something like a shoe. It is metallic in nature. Okay, that is the sizes at the sizes of the horse, and it look like a loop and with flat beads that supports the rider's foot. You see, the one riding the horse, he will put his foot on something that is metallic and it look like a shoe of that at both sizes of the horse. That's what we term as the rikab. So that is what he says. Rikabahu la tanfaku rijlahu. It doesn't separate his two rikabs, his two stirrups. It doesn't separate from his legs. Minhuma, from it. Is al khaylu fi yawmil karihati wallat. If the horse in a disliked day, fi yawmil kariha, in a disliked day, this is meaning a day of war, a war day. If his horse on a war day, wallat, should take off, should set out. That is what he said. So I think the commander will be very afraid here also, because look at what he said. Adam man had sufufa bi azmihi. I'm the son of the one who entered into rows with determination. Wakawamaha bi saifi, and then he straightened it up with a sword. Hatta istaqamat, until it becomes straight. If you are hearing this, the Arab, hearing this, he think of what? A war. Even here he said, if you will carry in a war, he's thinking about war. You know, in wars, sometimes they stand in sufuf, in rows. These rows are those who are holding the edges. These are those with swords. These are those with this. So they stand in rows. So he's thinking about his two stirrups, it doesn't separate from his legs. You know, when someone is riding a horse in a hasty manner, and the person is moving at a very high speed, you can see him doing some kind of motion on the horse. So his stirrup, that place that he put his feet on, that metallic jason at the size of the horse, that he put his leg on, that supports his leg. They are moving, they are always touching his legs. They are touching his legs. So that's what he's saying. As if the person, he's describing he's portraying a scene of someone riding a horse in a hasty manner. So that's what he's saying. Is that khayru? That's what he said. When the horse, or that is clear, fi yawmil kariha, in a war day, should take off. Wallat, should take off. So let's see what happens. Fa'amsaka anhu. The commander released him. He not necessarily saying he should go away, like he was holding him firmly. So he released him. He let go of him. Waqala, and then he said, La'allahu ibnu ashja'il Arab. Perhaps he is the son of the most bravest among the Arab. He is a son of the most bravery one among the Arabs. Wahtafaza bihim, and so they preserve them. They preserve them, meaning they went and locked them somewhere. Oh, that is clear. You see, when you are arrested, and then before you appear before the court, for you to appear before the court, there's something that they lock you. So that's what they did. It means to preserve something. How that is clear, to preserve something. So here, meaning they preserved them. They went and locked them somewhere. فَلَمَّا كَانَ الصَّبَاحُ, when it was morning, رَفَعَ أَمْرَهُمْ إِلَى الْأَمِيرِ, they presented their keys. He presented their keys, man, and the Sahib al-Haras, the commander of the guards. He presented their keys to the Amir, to the leader. That is Hajjaj. فأحضرهم, and so they brought them. He brought them. وكشف عن حالهم, and he opened up their case, their condition. The man, this person said this and this and this. We saw these three young men during the night patrol when we were patrolling, and then we came across these three men, and this was what they said. They said, so we brought them. فَإِذَا الْأَوَّلِ, it turned out that the first one, the first one, Ibn Hajjam, he is the son of a cooper, someone who does hijama. You know hijama, cooping, or coping. That is hajjam, someone who does hijama. You know, they try to do it at your back, and then they remove blood. That is what we term as hijama. So the first one turned out to be a son of someone who does cooping. Wasani, and then the second one. So how? The children, they didn't lie. These young men, they didn't lie. What they said was true. Just that they used poem to beat them, to beat their intellect. Look at what he said. See, he said this, that Ana ibnu mandanat al-riqab lahu. I am the son of the one whom necks lower to. If you come to do cooping, you have to bring yourself, lower down yourself. You have to bring your neck. Min bayni mahzumiha wa hashimiha. From the tribes, even from the tribes of Mazum and then the Hashims, people from them go for hijama. It was also something strange. Ta'tihi bil rakmi wa hiya saghira. They go to him regardless, while they are humble. Of course, if you are coming to do hijama, it is a necessity that will bring you. So they come to him regardless, whether they are a king, they are what. If the need arises, he will go for it. While they humble themselves, you can't come and then you'll be seeing anything, or you'll be trying to express how big you are. If you can, you humble yourself and then you lie down and then they will do it. They remove from their blood and from their money. Of course, when they will remove blood. They will take blood and from their money. Of course, we pay them. So that's what he's saying. He take from their money and from their blood. So it is not anything strange, just that how he put it. He put it in a poetic manner. And for the Arabs, that's what amazed them. Arab poet. If you say poet, they get amazed. At their time, this is our time, we have things that get us being amazed. We have things that we think of and then we think that we are champions. You know, someone saying we are the world, most advanced country. If you think it, they will be thinking about certain kind of things, infrastructure, technology, and all these things. But to the Arabs that time, what made them, what they were boasting of is poets. If you say something, poems. If you say something in a very good manner, poetic manner, that really get them excited. That's what they were boasting of, you know. So to them, that was what matters. So they get amazed easily by poems. And so the commander got amazed, but necessarily, actually, they were not lying. He just said it, but just how he said it was the case. Wasani, the second, Ibn Khudari, he was the son of a vegetable seller. Very interesting. The second was a son of a vegetable seller. The second was not anything. Let's look at what he says. I am the son of the one whose pot it doesn't come down even for a moment. Of course, a vegetable seller he may even be selling food, so something like that. His pot is always there, heating on the fire. And even if you should get down for a day, even if you pause, let's say today, holy day, I'm not cooking, I'm not selling anything. Tomorrow he will continue, he will go back, he will start selling again. You see people in multitudes to the light of his fire. You see people, of course, you see people coming to wait and buy. You see people crowded at a vegetable seller or food seller. Go to the place, you see people crowded. So it's not anything strange. It's just saying it. فَمِنْهُمْ كِيَامٌ وَحَوْلَهَا وَقُعُودٌ. From around them are those who are standing. Kiyamun, those who are standing. حَوْلَهَا, around it. وَقُعُودٌ. If it's not yet ready and people are waiting, some will be sitting and some will be standing. So it's not anything strange. Very interesting. Just that they use poem to beat the intellect of the commander. Wasalisu, and then the last one, the third one, Ibn Ha'ikin, was the son of a tailor. He was the son of someone who sew dresses, a tailor. He was the son of a tailor. Let's look at how it fits. He says that Ana ibnu man hadu sufufa bi azmihi. I am the son of the one who entered into rules with his determination. This is talking about the rules are the lines. You see a cloth, when you bring a cloth to sew, oh, that is clear. You see that the cloth is made up of thread, single thread that have been joined together. So each thread signifies a rule. So that is what he's saying. So my father, he entered into the rules of the thread, of the cloth, the threads of the clothes. He entered into it. When he's using his tailor, the machine just cuts anywhere he wants and enter and form it how he wants it. He designed it how he wants it. That's what he's simply saying. Wakawamaha bisayf, and he straightened it up with his sword. The sword here is the scissors. You see, when he's using his scissors to cut, he can cut anywhere that he wants. Hatta istaqamat, until it's straightened up. Until how he wanted it to straighten up how he wanted. His style. Look at the tailor. Go to where they are sewing dresses. You can see the tailor. I'm talking about the electronic ones. The tailor, he put his leg on something and he's beating it. He's beating it up and down while the machine is sewing the dress. So that's the imagery he has given here. That's his recap. And you see, it is always coming towards he's doing as if it's a similar scene as someone who is riding a horse. So that's what he's saying. His two startups, meaning in comparison to the tailor, where the legs of the tailor is the part that is handling the leg of the tailor, that's supporting him. It is always coming close to his legs. Is al khayru fil yawm al jarihati wallat, on a war day if he should set out. On a war day, people come to do a lot of people sew clothes. So that's their busiest day. They sew and sew and sew and sew. So that's simply what he said. Actually, just that the person didn't understand him. They didn't understand the young man. Fata'ajjaba min fasahatihim. MashaAllah. Al-Hajjaj himself, the commander, I've seen the commander, the leader who sent this military guards, he was amazed. Ta'ajjaba, to be amazed. He was amazed min fasahatihim, from their eloquence, from how eloquent they were. وَقَالَ لِجُلَسَائِهِ, and he said to those who were sitting with him, Julasa, bimana, the plural of Jalis, someone who is sitting with you, your companions, okay, your advisors. You see, advisors to the king, they are called the Julasa. Alimu, he said to them, Alimu awladakumul adab, teach your children literature. For wallahi, by Allah, bimana, I swear by Allah, lawla fasahatuhum, had it not been because of their fasaha, their eloquence, la darabtu a'naqahum, I would have struck their neck, I would have taken out their necks. MashaAllah, very beautiful. That's the nature of Arabs, as I just said. When poem is what amazes them, when they hear poem, they get amazed. That's the easiest way to amaze an Arab, by making a very flowing poem, and especially poems that are related to war matters. That's what they are easily excited by. Now let me try to explain something here that is very important. Daw. We have daw in Arabic language, which means light, but sometimes I know there is another word which is called nur. Hope that is clear. Both are light. But what kind of light? There is difference between them. Sometimes we see it in the Quran, but we should know the difference between them. Oh, that is clear. Daw and then nurun. Daw means light. Nurun also means light. And every place you see, like almost the commentary of the Quran, you just see they will say light. But actually, there is a difference between them. Dawun means light that have burning in it. Light that has burning in it. And nur means light that doesn't have burning in it. So, example, light of a fire. You see the fire, there is something burning while the light is there. So we call it dawun. but we won't call it nur. But a light, example is another one is the sun. Light from the sun will be called what? Daw'un, because it has burning in it. Something is burning for the light to be produced, so we call it daw'un. But nur is a light that doesn't have any burning in it. So, example, Allah says in the Quran, huwa allazi ja'ala ash-shamsa diya'a wal qamara nuran. Light from the moon. You know the moon is reflecting, so it is a nur. We call it a nur. There's no burning in the moon. It's just reflecting the light. So we call it that kind of light nur, where there's no burning. So Allah says, huwa allazi ja'ala ash-shamsa diya'a. He is the one who made the sun a burning light. Wal qamara nuran, and the moon nur, a light that doesn't have burning in it. So this is telling us that the sun is producing its own source of light, and that the nur, the moon, is rather reflecting. It is not producing its own light, because if it was producing its own light, Allah wouldn't have differentiated between them. You know, I think this is in Surah Yunus. That is clear. Surah Yunus, ayah number 10. It's very beautiful. This is even before today. Science has come to realize that the sun is producing its own light, and that the moon is just reflecting. It is not producing its own light. You know, luminous and then luminous bodies. You learn that in science. This is something Allah mentioned way before. Allah is the one who made them, and Allah knows that this is their difference. The sun is producing its own light, and that's Daw. It has burning in it. Today we have even studied to get to know that there is nuclear fission that is happening in the sun. There's burning, this burning that is happening for the light to be produced. But Allah mentioned it way before. So that's, among the miraculous verses of the Quran. You know, the Quran doesn't just use anything anyhow. Whenever the Quran uses Daw, it is appropriate. And whenever it's used Nur, it is appropriate. That's the best feature. Yes. Very beautiful. Okay, so that is it. So that is the story of Hajjaj ibn Yusuf, and then the 3 young men. Very interesting. Oh, that is clear. Okay. We'll pause here, inshallah. We'll stop here. This is the end of the lesson. We'll continue in the next lesson. Jazak Allahu Khairan. وبارك الله لي ولكم في القرآن الحكيم ونفعني وإياكم بالآيات والذكر الحكيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.